I'm Brad Keselowski, and today I am going to be answering some of your Reddit questions. AMA, let's go. Our first question, Hamdinger125 wants to know, do you still think Kyle Busch is an ass?
Kyle Busch is an ass.
Followed up by Ewall100, if he is still an ass, why did you time travel with him?
2026, baby! Homestead! Yeah!
Kyle and I have had an interesting relationship over the last decade or so. Probably more lows than highs. Here's the thing about rivalries. You cannot have a rivalry if the two drivers are not running in the top 10. It's not a rivalry, it's just petty argument at that point. Until either one of us are consistently running in the top 10, there is no room for me to worry about Kyle Busch, so I don't think about him being an ass or not an ass. If Kyle Busch and I are both in the top 10, yeah, he's an ass. I personally think the 2012 Drunk Brad Sports Center interview after winning the championship is the greatest NASCAR interview of all time. Do you have any regrets following that day? Not a single one. It was a great day. The parts I remember, at least. I don't really have any regrets from that day. No, I can't think of one. Thank you for enjoying the moment. I did. From RBF48, he wants to know, he's a top 1% posters. This one's going to be legit. Does owner Brad Keselowski and driver Brad Keselowski get along, or do they butt heads from time to time? They seriously butt heads, yes. Sometimes I'm in the car driving and I'm thinking to myself, this is not a very good move, not so smart. And then the owner side is like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. So yeah, occasionally we butt heads. It's like the angel and devil on your shoulder. Yes, so definitely butting heads. I'm_old_legs. Okay, I feel like there's a euphemism there, I don't know, but here we go. Who would win in a foot race, Ryan Preece or Chris Buescher? I'm gonna tell you something. Those two are very equally matched physically. That would be a very good foot race. I might even pay to watch that. I have no idea. I'm gonna guess Ryan. Ryan likes to work out a lot. Not that Chris doesn't, but I'm going to guess Ryan, but who knows? I think it's worth paying to see. Pay-per-view. GB Bats. That means something I don't know either. What is the best piece of business advice you have ever received? Oh, I can tell you some of the worst. The worst piece of business advice anyone will ever give you in your life is to diversify. Diversification is the worst piece of business advice, so don't ever follow that one. You should focus on one thing and do it really well and own it. 7-string player. Do you still live in a wild and free, leaving the door unlocked on Porta Potties? Sometimes, really it's about I just don't like touching the handle. I feel like that might be the dirtiest thing in the world to touch is a porta potty handle. More times than not, particularly as a male, when you use the porta potty, you go through the process fast enough where everyone should see and know, but not always, as you may know. Good question, 7-string. Did I enjoy making a cameo in Sharknado? Yeah, I did. It was super easy. Thanks, DYYSXSC. I think that's supposed to mean sexy. It was super easy, super easy. So we literally filmed it in turn 1 parking lot in Fontana. I think it took me a whole 15 minutes. Joey Logano was there. No, the shark didn't actually eat me, as you can probably see. It was all CGI superimposed. But I just feel like I have to clarify that. Drunken Button wants to know, do you enjoy coffee? And if so, what does your ideal cup of coffee look like? No, I do not drink coffee. In fact, just the smell of it really makes me nauseous.
Beverage real quick.
Coffee. No. No, not at all. Can't do it. All right, JDS07 wants to know, can you do another peanut butter and jelly sandwich making tutorial specifically in your heart? Yeah, I think I'm due for one. It's been like 5 or 6 years.
50% peanut butter, 50% jelly. Oh gosh, I'm looking forward to that peanut butter though.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich is like one of my favorite things in the whole world. It's simple, it's easy, it tastes good. It's got this perfect combination, particularly if you have it with a glass of milk. You've got carbs, you've got peanut butter for a little protein, you got jelly for a little pick-me-up. I kind of want one right now, actually. When making a bowl of cereal, do you pour the cereal or milk first? Who's pouring the milk first, Chase the Falcon? You're a top 1% poster. Wait, is this even a thing? There's people who pour the milk first? Very scared of them. I think they're probably serial killers. No pun intended. No, definitely pour the cereal first, then the milk like a normal person, think this is kind of like the law since the beginning of time. What's with the eye black? So I started wearing eye black a little over a year ago, and I've had a few drivers ask me this. Sometimes we run a tint on the windshield, which helps to reduce the sun. The problem with when you put tint on the windshield of a race car, you want to be able to either find or get out of the spots where the track is wet. And when you have tint on the windshield, you can't see those spots on the racetrack. So what we tend to do with my cars is try not to run the tint on any races where we think it might rain. The problem with that is it makes it very bright inside the race car. The glare gets worse. Using eye black helps to offset that without making it to where I can't see the racetrack when it's wet or where it's wet. Who is the best drafting partner you've ever had? Dave Blaney and I drafted in 2011 Fall Talladega race. He was so good, so smooth. His car was not the best, but he did everything perfect, and we had a great day. That was the best person I've ever drafted with, hands down. Probably not the answer you were suspecting. Red Dragon 0585. Bit of a serious question, but if you could go back and tell your younger self early in your career, what would it be? First off, I get this question a lot. Maybe I've seen too many time travel movies, but I'm scared to death to tell my younger self something. Like where I'm at right now was like a 1 in a million chance. Like one small alteration to the timeline and I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I would be like, I would watch, probably wouldn't say a word. But if you forced me to say something, I would say something incredibly generic like, go get him, buddy. Because like I said, I don't want to screw it up. When will you retire? This is from Hulk P3. I don't have any plans to retire. I have people that ask me this a lot, which is mildly offensive, but I feel really good. I'm super healthy. I'm having kids, which means I need to keep racing because I can't afford them. So I would hope a long time from now. Okay, Reddit, thanks for the AMA. We hit a lot of good spots. Sure, I made a few people angry. Maybe a few people were entertained. That's life. Hope you enjoyed. We'll talk soon. Seriously, have you got anyone here ever cleaned out a coffee pot that sat for like 6 to 12 hours?
Yeah, it's gross.
One of the grossest things you ever do.
It's